Reality shows. I spent what I would say is too much time watching reality shows. And the funny thing about it is that I was doing it knowing certain things about watching TV, okay? I was one that would say watching TV to zone out is dumb for these reasons. One of the main distinctions between the rich and poor is that the poor spend more time watching TV. Watching TV to pass time is unproductive and unhealthy. There's nothing fabulous about spending hours every day sitting in front of a screen looking at people live their lives. So for me to sit there and watch reality shows, I was sort of beating myself up about it because I knew it wasn't a wise use of time. I knew I could be doing something better. I knew I was being so bullshit. I know that it was trash, yet I kept consuming it. I was kind of hooked. Yeah. I'd say I'm not watching the shows no more. After the season of whichever show I was watching ended, I was like, that's it. I'm not watching no more shows. Then another reality show would start and I'd be right there for it. Even though I thought many of the shows and people that I watched were just plain ridiculous or stupid, I'd be right back there the next season watching them again. Then I'd beat myself up for continuing to watch, and I made excuses for watching. And that's the behavior that probably held me captive to the shows for so long, because even though I knew that I was really wasting a lot of time watching those shows and I wasn't really getting anything out of it, except maybe a few laughs or whatever. But that's the thing. When you're doing something that you know you shouldn't do or that's not benefiting you or you feel embarrassed about, don't beat yourself up or make excuses for those things because it doesn't help you stop the behavior. What it does is it conditions your mind to continue doing what you don't want to do. We think that being hard on ourselves is going to be that thing that's going to put us in line and make us do what we're supposed to do. When in reality, what it really does is just have you continuing doing what you don't want to do. So think about that the next time you are challenged and you're being hard on yourself. And sometimes that thing might assist you later on or be something, of value in a sense, like me watching the reality shows. I saw how this form of media has a strong influence on society and how they are working that influence. Mostly all of the shows have the same formula. They glamorize and push the use of alcohol, violence, plastic surgery, iPhones, and eating outside the home. They encourage and normalize the use of certain things like fake hair, too much makeup, surrogate mothers, body alterations, hedonism. And these things are encouraged and glamorized. They glamorize manipulative women, women that are cool with being sexually exploited. Those are the ones that are advanced. The more low class, most exposed, most inflated, loud, clownish people get elevated. During the show, they present you with products and services to get you thinking about how to spend money to keep their machine oiled. They introduce plastic surgeons, therapists, life coaches. They advertise restaurants by always adding a shot of the outside of the restaurant with its name in full view. iPhones have close-ups. Then during the break, the commercials just are the same things you're seeing in the show. So this is what they were doing now. We're going to sell it to you. The alcohol, condoms, food made outside the home. So like pizza, those will be those restaurant commercials, phone services and phones. Seeing how they program, it doesn't surprise me that you got black people out here with insurance on their iPhones, but those same black people don't have none on their kids. Watching these shows with a critical eye, there is no denying that damage is being done to society, especially black people. These shows push new stereotypes meant to be seen as the black standard. And I couldn't deny that I'm helping them push these degrading stereotypes because me watching these shows contributes to the high ratings that keeps them coming back each season. And that's giving them the power to maintain the stereotypes that they're pushing. When I realized what I was doing wasn't just zoning out and what I was doing wasn't in the best interest of my people and I was contributing to the harm being done to them, it was easy for me to cut it out and I just stopped partaking in the nonsense. Sometimes we don't know what to do to get from under our oppressors' feet, but sometimes it is clear as day. If a food company puts high fructose corn syrup or yellow dye number, whatever, in their products, for their profits, even though they know it's detrimental to us being healthy, I don't buy it. I'm not down with lending a helping hand to people who use me as a come up and then leave me damaged. I won't let taste compromise my health or freedom. So I'm not going to let entertainment compromise my standard. Then I asked, why do so many people watch these shows? Many of these shows have a demographic between the ages of 18 to 49. That's a pretty wide demographic. You have different generations right there. You have different, you have like students, homemakers, professionals, people that don't watch the reality show. So what is really the appeal of these shows that they can have such a wide audience? Why are we enthusiastically accepting trash as entertainment? So that we could talk about how stupid the characters are, how low life they are, and then we walk away feeling more intellectually and morally superior. They know what they're doing. They know which group watches the most TV, and they target accordingly. That is why watching TV with a careless eye is dangerous. It lowers your mental and spiritual defense, and it makes it easy to manipulate your thinking. Watching TV to escape just opens the gate for the enemy's design. You are being programmed. The media grooms little girls to be whores. The media and some of y'all idolize women that organize slut walks, that alter their bodies so that they can be more marketable. The media openly molds the minds of children on every level, and on every level of media. You know, when I say media, it's not even just the shows. We're talking about the music. We're talking about the magazines. We're talking about the newspapers, all of it. They encourage kids to think that they're capable of decision making when it comes to having sex, and that they have the right to have sex. Girls are looking up to chicks with porn names, chicks that make sex tapes, former strippers that have no class. And then they're also looking up to the young women around them that are emulating these pop and reality stars. Girls are being conditioned to use their sexuality to get money, to use their bodies to get money. They sing along with Beyonce about riding on a surfboard, watch Cardi B simulate getting banged from behind on Instagram. Then Cardi B gets a Grammy for Best Female Rapper, and everybody condones it and applauds it. If we really are concerned about the welfare of young black girls, we need to hold the media and its participants accountable for shaping the minds of young girls. This is the thing that we should be coming against, not trying to illegally convict R. Kelly. When you don't want to hold the media, government, or yourself accountable for the endangerment of young girls' minds or empowering teens to make decisions about their sexual practices, but then you call for R. Kelly's head for allegedly brainwashing young girls' minds and letting them make decisions about their sexual practices, that is fake outrage and hypocrisy. No one advocates to stop paternity shows from exploiting teen girls in need of a paternity test, and where some of them are bringing in grown men. No one's saying mute these groups and these singers that are targeted to kids, but that are speaking real foul on their songs. I was about to say flagrant, which, yeah, because it just sounds better, but same thing, foul, flagrant. No one's trying to mute them. My question is, can we stop cooperating with those who aim to sabotage our future? Can we? We have to think about what we compromise when we watch what we watch, eat what we eat, and say what we say if we want any legacy, if we want to survive. And hopefully we don't have to compromise anything when we watch what we watch, eat what we eat, and say what we say. We have to consciously look at what we're looking at and letting into our heart. Escape zoning out in front of the TV to escape. There's other things that you can do besides spending your time in front of a screen. Exercise, meditate, read, get a hobby. Sitting kids in front of the TV to pass time doesn't promote things that they need for their well-being. Mentally or physically, it encourages inactivity and creates lost opportunity. The blue light from these devices weakens the eyesight. So even I'm saying TV, but I'm also referring to social media, because that's another thing that the reality shows do. They make sure that you are connected. They want you absorbed. So they're always trying to lead you to their app, their link, because they want your views over there. So then again, they can sell you even more. And that's the game. So above all else, guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. In other words, your life follows your focus. Where attention goes, energy flows. Take it in and win. Thanks for listening.